Morning Elliot, it's Brody here from Pacific Toyota in Cairns. Just here to give you a quick high definition virtual demonstration on our lovely 2020 Mazda CX-30 Astina. Now just before I do that, a little bit about us here in Cairns. So we do have two used vehicle yards here, one where I'm standing at 77 Mulgrave Road, the other one about 2 kilometres down the road at 235 Mulgrave Road. Just next to that we also have Toyota brand new vehicles and Lexus of Cairns, and obviously as you can tell, what usually is really sunny Cairns, it's a bit dark and gloomy, so I have brought the CX-30 underneath the cover here and just showed it off to give you the best look on the car. So without going further into us, I'll jump straight into the virtual tour for you. So what I want to do is just point out any sort of nicks, scratches, any marks or damage to the paint or the interior. So first of all, I'll go through the bonnet for you here. Now there are a couple of tiny little stone chips, like that one there and that one there. Anything like that I can have brush touched for you as well, just so they blend right in with the paint. Another very tiny one just there. Otherwise all nice and clean, and as you can tell, no dents or anything in the bonnet there. Coming down the front right hand guard for you now. That's all nice and tidy. Very, very small chip there. Coming through the wheels, so obviously a nice set of alloys from Mazda. There is a tiny little bit of a scratch just on the wheel there, but heaps of tread left in that tyre there as well, so all nice and tidy. Coming through the front here for you, obviously being the Astina, you have your front parking sensors in the front here, so these are little pucks. If you do get too close to anything, they will start beeping at you. You've obviously got that lovely grille from Mazda there as well, set of LED lights in the front, that really beautiful looking grille there, and the other puck for your front parking sensor there. Now there is another tiny little stone chip just there. Again, like that, I can have that brush touched for you as well. Coming down the front left-hand guard, as you can see, that's all nice and clean. And now coming through this other wheel, that's all nice and tidy. There's just a tiny scratch on just the outside of that wheel there. And again, heaps of tread left on that tyre there. Good ridge tyres as well, so a top quality tyre. So you're gonna know that they're gonna last a long time for you. Coming through the windscreen, no chips, cracks or anything like that through there. Obviously being the Astina, it's got your sunroof in the top there. As you can see, there's no scratches or dents or anything to the roof of the car. I'll give you a real good look at that from the back here. It's all nice and clean. It does have your little blacked out back here. Really good looking on the Astina. I'll take you through the back of the car and then I'll go back around the left hand side. So coming through the boot, nothing I can point out to you there. I'll zoom out to give you a good look at the shape from the back. They're an absolutely beautiful car. It does have your parking sensors on the back here as well, so that little puck there and the little puck there. Obviously, again, if you get too close to anything, they will start beeping. It does have them around the whole rear bar as well, so as you can see, you're not going to be too worried when reversing into anything. All right, come down the back left-hand side. That's all nice and clean through there. Same as up where the fuel cap is. Now I'll take you through this back left wheel. There's no scratches or anything like that on that one there. And again, heaps of tread in the back tyres as well. So all 4 tyres, really, really good. All roadworthy and ready to go, obviously. We do the roadworthies on the cars, so you can tell they've passed the Queensland roadworthy and we've got registration. Tiny little chip just on that front top guard there. Again, I can have that brush touch for you if that's a major concern. Coming down the doors, they're all nice and clean. There's a tiny little scuff just there. Did just want to point that out to you. And through the back here, that's all nice and clean as well. What I'll do is I'll pop open the boot and then I'll work my way around the right side. So obviously automatic tailgate, so I just press that button there. Pops open nice and easy. All right, coming in here, it's all nice and clean. Obviously we open the boots during the day, so obviously not today on a rainy day, but there's just a little bit of dust in here, but obviously we'll get that detailed for you again. Spare wheel in the back, just a space saver spare tyre in there. Got your jack and tools all ready to go if you do need to change a tyre or anything like that. And obviously just to shut that one, you just press your button there, stand out of the way and it'll close itself for you. Nice and easy. All right, coming down the right hand side of the car now, That's all nice and clean there. Go through this last wheel. There's a very tiny scratch just on the bottom there. Otherwise, heaps of tread left on there. A really good looking car, to be honest with you. One of the cleaner cars that have come through. And I'll go through the top again and work my way back through the doors. All right. Coming down the doors. Very tiny little stone chip just in the door handle. And just above it, that's just a bit of dirt. So just that tiny little stone chip there. A couple of very minor ones in the door there. Again, I can have those brush touched for you if they are a major concern to you. Obviously done 67,000 kilometers. You're gonna expect a couple of those minor little things, but otherwise it's really, really clean. It does have this partial leather, partial vinyl in the inside. There's no scratches or anything like that on the door cards. Again, we'll get it re-cleaned because it has been on the yard, so people have sat in the car and dropped a bit of dirt off their shoes. But floor mats in the rear, leather seats being the Astina again. Still can get a car seat in here if you do have any children at home. Otherwise, the leather on the seats are really, really nice. And same as the back of the front seats. Does have your aircon vents in the back here, so you're not worried about anyone in the back getting too hot. Jumping into the front now, I'll go through a few features with you as well when I do jump in. That door card there is all nice and clean. There's a couple of light little scratches just in the bottom of the door card, obviously where you, I guess some people would kick their foot when they're getting in and out. Mirror and window controls just on the driver's door card, as well as a central locking button through here. It does have your Bose sound system, so an upgraded sound system being the Astina as well, so obviously it's a really good feature to have. Automatic seat in the front, so obviously you can move that however you like. Through the leather seats, there's a couple of little marks in there, but obviously nothing major to be concerned about. And through the passenger seat as well. And then that passenger door card, which is all nice and clean too. What I'll do is I'll jump inside now for you, so as if you were obviously here getting in the car yourself. Now, obviously being a push button start, you've got just I've got two keys, so your main and your spare. They've just got the little buttons on the side. You can open the boot from the key and then you unlock and lock. Now you just have to have the keys inside the car, foot on the brake and push that button. Car starts up nice and easy. Try and give you a good look at that dash. It takes a little bit for the camera to focus, but obviously 67,354 kilometers. So a really low case for this car. Coming through here, it does have your heads up display. I know you're not going to be able to really see that on the camera, but again, a really good feature to have in these cars. Head unit's just there with all your maps and everything integrated. Coming through here, all nice and tidy. Now, I'll go through here first. So you've got your steering wheel controls, so obviously volume, source, and your tunes and everything like that. And you've got your cruise control on your right hand side as well. So lane departure warnings, and your cruise control through there. Now I'll quickly pop the door open so I can get you a better view down here. So it does have your memory seating, so you set your seat to how you like it, and then if your partner jumps in, sets their seat to how they like it, you press whichever one your button is, and then it'll go straight back to how you were sitting. And your boot button inside here as well. It does have your i-stop, traction control. To turn off your parking sensors, you press that button there. Obviously, if you know you're getting close to something and you want it to stop beeping, you just turn that off. Now with the view, you can press that and then you can change to see what's around your car. 360 view around the camera as well. Again, another really cool feature. And your reverse camera, and that just shows you the front of the car as well. So just before you start driving, if you want to double check what your surroundings look like, and you can do that as well. So, all right. I'll come through the head unit now, so obviously I'll try and just shut the door and turn that one off. So you can check a couple of views, so I'll go through that. Checks just around the car. I'm still just pressing this button now, and it'll go back to your maps. So all your controls are through here. So I can go home, and it'll take me to, I guess, your navigation, communication, your entertainment, which obviously your Bluetooth as well, as your stereo system. Now, all your buttons are through here. You got your volume button here. Obviously, you'll be able to have a listen to that Bose sound system, which is really, really clear and crisp. Got all your tune buttons and everything through there. Home button, your radio button, got your navigation button and just a back button. Automatic handbrake, so when you do start driving, you put it into drive, turn that off, that park brake comes off, you go back into park, that one comes straight back on. So nice and easy to use, just your sports mode there. Obviously automatic transmission, so park, reverse, neutral and drive. Just got a couple of cup holders in there, obviously that folds down. Now this just needs a little bit of a clean. There are some little, very light little scratching in it, but otherwise just does need a bit of a dust. Got a little bit of a compartment there for your keys, USB point. Air condition controls are nice and simple. Got your fan speed, temperatures and modes. Really easy to use. Now one last thing, I'll just go through the service history, because that's probably the best way to see how the car's been upkept. And obviously you can tell by the condition of it's been really well looked after. So I'll just grab that one out now. You do have your owner's manual and everything in the glove box as well. I'll just pop that open for us and then I'll go through it with you now. So coming through the service history now, we've got our first service done at 11,000, second done at 23, then again at 38, then again at 49, and then we've done the most recent service here. Oh, it's not from us, but that's 61,000 kilometers. Oh, there you go. So we've done the most recent service at Pacific Hino's, our reconditioning center, at 67,000 kilometers. So a really good service history that shows obviously the car's been well maintained. You're not going to be worried about many issues or anything like that afterwards. I'll quickly pop this open and give you one last look around, but obviously if you have any other questions or anything on the vehicle, please don't hesitate to ask me. Obviously we have Toyota finance that we can supply in store as well, so if you are looking at financing the lovely Astina CX-30, please let me know and I'll be happy to help out. But I really hope you enjoyed the virtual tour that I've done, and hopefully I can have a chat and we can do some business soon. Thanks again.